Uh, Let me go straight to my colleague from our London studios, Juliana Orayinka. Good morning, Juliana. Welcome to the program.
Good morning, Bosun.
Yes, just a question. So do we have a cure for what you often refer to as Brexit paralysis? Anyone has a medicine for that?
Well, I presume the only cure will be a break for Christmas. But look, you know, they say no rest for the wicked, and that certainly attains to parliamentarians this week. It's going to be a very busy week. MPs will be sworn in today and tomorrow. We've also got the Queen's speech on Thursday, and what everybody has been talking about is, of course, this withdrawal agreement. This is the key piece of legislation that will determine just how Britain will leave the European Union. Of course, if you look at the last government, Boris Johnson, the Prime Minister, had no majority. So when he brought back that withdrawal agreement from Brussels, there was a few concessions that he had to make. One of the pressing ones that everybody's talking about this week is Clause 30. And now what's within Clause 30 is basically a law, a legal requirement that MPs will have to vote on a transition, to extend the transition period more further than December 2020, if indeed the government are unable to get a deal with the EU. And Boris Johnson has removed that. That's what sources are saying at Downing Street. That's yet to be confirmed, but we're hearing that he has removed that, which means, therefore, there will be no extension beyond December 2020. And if we're unable to secure a free trade deal with our European partners before then Britain will be leaving essentially without a deal.
Anna, are you saying that we're going to be here December 2020? You and I still discussing Brexit.
We're likely to be here in December 2020 still discussing Brexit because, of course, even Michel Barnier, the EU chief negotiator, he has said, you know, if we leave on the 31st of January, then there's no way that we can, secure a free trade deal with the EU 27 in just 11 months. Of course, Boris Johnson believes it's possible, and he's putting a legal stamp on that. So beyond December 2020, whatever we've agreed with the EU, you know, Britain is officially out.
Juliana, I'm going to be getting a lot much older by the time you folks are done with this Brexit paralysis of a thing. So I'm just going to move on with my lives, shall we? So let's just talk about how the Bank of England is moving on with the rate decision this week, and who replaces McCartney, and how does that all of this play into the Brexit discussion and all of that. Folks just want the economy to move, the pound sterling.
Absolutely. Look, you know, one of the most pressing decisions aside Brexit for Boris Johnson's new government is the new Bank of England boss. Of course, Britain is still the world's fifth largest economy. The city is still a key component of equities and markets. And Mark Carney will be leaving at the end of January. A lot of people are talking about who could be in place. I suppose the top candidate, especially considering the BBC leaked it last month, is Minouche Shafik. She is currently the director of the London School of Economics here in London. She's been an ex-Deputy Bank of England governor already. She was also one of the key members of the International Monetary Fund when the Greeks were in their debt crisis. So she's definitely well equipped for the job. And of course, if she does get the top job, she'll be the first female to take that place. But there are other contenders. I'll just quickly say the other one, which is Andrew Bailey. He's currently the head of the Financial Conduct Authority. He's also been a deputy governor at the Bank of England. So it's really kind of between the two of them. But there are some other issues, of course, in place. On Thursday, the 9-member Monetary Policy Committee will be meeting to discuss interest rates. And nobody's expecting them to be cut below the 0.75 it currently stands. But, of course, last month's meeting did see two of the members trying to say that it should be cut by about 0.25%. And we have had some really abysmal numbers coming out of the UK economy. So there are some people that are expecting some sort of fiscal movement. And potentially those two members will again suggest that there should be an interest rate cut.
A very tough time there for number 10 Downing Street. I don't envy the Prime Minister Boris Johnson right now at the moment. He's trying to get new ministers in place. There are new cabinet folks at the Parliament. Then it's got to do with Brexit. Then it's got to do with McCartney's replacement. I don't want to be at number 10 right now. I just hold my residential address at the moment for now. I just keep it there and let the political folks worry about the rest. Thank you so much, Juliana. When you get through to us in the afternoon, I'm sure you'll be looking over the Unilever's worrying numbers, profit warning from one of the largest industrial companies around the world and in the UK. That's in the afternoon, lunchtime, Business Incorporated with Chimezie Obiwago. Thank you so much. There's much we can take with you this morning here on the Business Morning Show.